Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss the question answers of the chapter Training and Doping in Sports. It is the chapter number 10 of Health and Physical Education book of class 11th. So let us start. First question is define sports training. Answer. Sports training is the main component and basic form of preparing sports person. It is systematically planned preparation with the help of various exercises. Next question. Define warming up. Answer. Warming up is usually performed to do an activity, mostly in effective and efficient way. Warming up is a practice in itself. Warming up is of two types. Passive warming up. In this warming up, we increase the body temperature without doing any exercise or activity. Next is active warming up. In this warming up, we increase our body temperature by doing exercise or activity. Active warming up is of two types. First is general warming up and second is specific warming up. Next question. Define limbering down. Answer. Limbering down is also known as warming up. Next question. What is the importance of limbering down? Answer. As warming up. Warming up is important before any sports or training. Similarly, limbering down is also very important. Next question. What are the benefits of limbering down? Answer. Benefits of limbering down are as follows. First is limbering down reduces tension. Next is limbering down reduces the chance of fainting. Next is supply of oxygen is proper. Next is proper removal of waste product. Next question. Discuss the principle of sports training. Answer. Principle of sports training are as follows. First is principle of continuity. We should do training regularly, and if we break the training in between, then it will reduce our capacity. Next is principle of overload. We should do training according to our capacity. Next is principle of individual difference. Each individual is different from other due to individual difference. Next is principle of general and specific preparation. Next is principle of progression. We should not increase the load suddenly, but we should increase the load gradually. Next is principle of specificity. Next is principle of active involvement. Next is principle of variety. Coach should provide variety in sports training so that it may not be boring. Next is principle of warm up and cool down. Warm up is done before any training or sports competition, and cool down is done after any sports competition or training. Next is principle of rest and recovery. We should take proper rest, and if a person gets injured, then we have to recover it. Next is principle of ensuring result. Next is principle of cyclicity. Next question. Define skill and how many type of skill are there? Answer. Skill is the ability to perform the whole movement is called skill. Skill are of many type, such as open skill, closed skill, simple skill, complex skill, gross skill, fine skill, etc. Some of them are explained below. Open skill hyphen. These skills are not under control and are unpredictable. For example, football and hockey involve open skill. Next is closed skill hyphen. These skills are predictable and these skills have clear beginning and ending. For example, free throw in basketball. Next is simple skill. Simple skill do not require large amount of coordination, timing, and decision making. For example, chest pass. Next question. Define technique. Answer. Technique are the basic movement of any sports or event. Technique involve scientific and economic method adopted to achieve top performance in sports training. Next question. Define style. Answer. Style is an individual's expression of technique in motor action. No two sports person are alike. Each sports person has specific psychic, physical, and biological capacity to perform technique in different way. It is called his or her style. Next question. Define doping and explain type of doping. Answer. Doping is the use of performance enhancing substance by athlete to increase his performance in competition. Doping is of two types: performance enhancing substance and physical method. In performance enhancing substance, first point is stimulants. Stimulants help in increasing alertness and stimulants help in reducing fatigue. Next is peptide hormone hyphen. Peptide hormone help in increasing the count of RBC, which increase the ability of blood to carry oxygen. Next is narcotics hyphen. Narcotics help in reducing pain and anxiety. Next is diuretics hyphen. Diuretics help in removing fluid from the body, particularly water. Now, the next type of doping is physical method. In it, blood doping, chemical and gene doping are included. Blood doping is of two types: analogous blood doping and homologous blood doping hyphen. एक मिनट. Analogous blood doping hyphen. In this, before some weeks of competition, we take out the blood from athlete's body and we kept the blood into the freezer until 1 or 2 days before competition, and we inject the blood into the athlete's body. This is called analogous blood doping. वो जो हाइफन बोल दिया था ना पहले, उसकी जगह वहां पे हाइफन नहीं होगा, वहां पे एनालोगस ब्लड डोपिंग आएगा उससे पहले, उसके बाद हाइफन आएगा. Now the next is homologous blood doping hyphen. In this, we inject the fresh blood into the athlete's body taken from the second person. Is called homologous blood doping. Next is chemical and gene doping. In it, gene doping is the manipulation of gene which enhance the performance. Gene doping increases the speed of recovery rate. Next question. Name the method of warming up. Answer. Name of method of warming up are as follows. First point is running. Next is jogging. Next is jumping. Next is warming up through steam. Next is warming up through sun bath. Next is warming up by hot water. Next is warming up by hot drink, etc. Next question. What are the importance of warming up? Answer. Importance of warming up are as follows. First is warming up, increase temperature. Next is warming up, increase endurance. Next is warming up, increase flexibility. Next is warming up, increase strength. Next is warming up, increase power. Next is warming up, reduce anxiety. Next is warming up, reduce tension. Next is warming up, reduce blood lactic acid. Next is warming up, improve level of performance. Next is warming up, improve specific skill.